South Carolina becomes the first state to say they will ban gay marriage. South Carolina's Governor Henry McMaster was questioned about his stance on same-sex marriage in South Carolina if the nation's highest court were to reverse precedent during a gubernatorial debate with his Democratic opponent, former Representative Joe Cunningham. These comments are from over the weekend. McMaster said that South Carolina is one of several states that had not legalized same-sex marriage when the Supreme Court ruled on Obergefell versus Hodges, the case that made same-sex marriage the law of the land in the U.S. The Republican governor said he would follow South Carolina's state law if the Supreme Court were to overturn the 2015 ruling. He then espoused his personal views on the definition of marriage before taking a swipe at other LGBTQ+ issues. McMaster said, quote, "Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I think marriage ought to be between a man and a woman, just like I think that boys ought to play in boys' sports and girls ought to play in girls' sports," end quote. Republican-appointed Justice Clarence Thomas expressed a desire to revisit historical equal rights cases in light of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade in June. Thomas said that the decision opened up the opportunity to reconsider all of the court's substantive due process precedents, including same-sex marriage. Cunningham reportedly appeared surprised by McMaster's comments about wishing to ban same-sex marriage statewide. Well, first, I'm surprised that the Democratic candidate is surprised because it's been front and center on every front page in America and reported at Queer News Tonight at least a dozen times since Clarence Thomas did it. South Carolina's governor shoots a cannon across our bow. We have continually heard our advocates say that unless it affects gay marriage, the white gay community especially doesn't seem to be caring about what we're watching. Well, here's the news flash. The GOP has just shot the cannon across your bow. I can't help but wonder if you're going to get involved and active in what we're watching in America.
Yeah, call me old-fashioned reminds me of don't call. I'm not racist or anything, and I'm not racist.
Or I know a black person.
Yeah, I'm not racist or anything. But if old straight white men are so angry about being bitter, they still shouldn't have the right to make everyone else bitter, just like them.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sick of this. It's pandering for it's pandering to hatred for media likes and publicity. And the world is moving on, and these people are going to be on the wrong side of history, just like they were in the 50s.
Yeah, I don't know if the world is moving on. I don't know if America is moving on. I think America is moving backwards.
The world's going to change. It's going to be a painful change, and it's not going to be an easy change. But the world's going to change.
Yeah, I hope so. I'll just say this. This is so on brand for South Carolina. They were the first ones to start up with the insurrection in the 1860s, and now they're doing this. They're just terrible people.
Yeah, and one other thing that I was thinking about, and I just can't help but take the fire the cannon across Clarence Thomas's bow. When he re-reviews, and he is able to get the court to re-review all of these rights precedents, I can't help but wonder if he's going to return to 1967 on whether a black man can marry a white woman. I wonder. Doesn't it make you wonder?
My only hope is that once the election's over and people are stopping with the partisan politics and the war against people's identities, that the Republicans in Congress will help to pass the Protection of Marriage Act. That's the only thing I can help. Once the election's done and settled.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+ community.